finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm worn down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going numb? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, and way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught. It's a ring of an over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
First and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
They'll
run it again with Henry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Sticking it in the end zone.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
88. Bannon. 319.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Set it up. Number 50. 319. 26.
Now Rodgers. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. The 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him. It powers him.
Touchdown! Pat Fryermuth. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead.
Ravens 7.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first.
Here's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 46 yards. And the Ravens are able to move back in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Luke now for the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
Ravens 14, Steelers 8. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Warren will try the right side. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A first down carry for Henry. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Second down, they go again with Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then
and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives. And just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it 21-8. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers now to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First down, Steelers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff for Warren. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the loss of a yard, they look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the give, it's Warren. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. They'll run it. Warren. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Now a run with Warren. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here's Warren. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and
Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Keanu Britton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 61 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They toss it to Warren. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hold for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Throwing now is Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
319! Hey, 626!
Back to throw, Rodgers. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Up 2nd and goal at the Ravens 1-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. One final try now for Rodgers. Nandi Matabike in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
And finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm worn down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on to hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going up? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, had way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. So don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink
EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. Off we go from the Steel City. And he stops at the 25. The drive will begin there. This is Jalen Warren. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
10-30. We got that cheat code offense. Go to 50. Back north.
Rodgers on 1st down. Metcalf left side. He's got it. Down the sideline. And he will go all the way. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Come on, 38, ready.
First carry now for Rico Gallo. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Right. Black shot. Edo blue.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Shot, 17. Right. Ready.
That's taken in as Rico Gallo. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
Black open.
1st down,
Ready.
Panthers.
Green jack, 10 block, striker, 3, smash, ready. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Young. impressive. And the Steelers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Rodgers. Metcalf with the grab. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's in! Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. On the run, it's Warren. And he stopped immediately there. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Warren. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 3rd and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Williams running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, there we go.
Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Yeah! 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 5. At the 16-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Roll. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Fryermuth taking it in. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return, nearly at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Man, he hits him in stride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. I check the line in. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Here we go. 47. Here we go. 46.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Steelers 6.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's got him in, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play and 2 more for good measure. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And now another one thrown incomplete.
incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. A hit as he throws.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
58.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A gain of 5 yards. It's
Rodgers to throw for on 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, 31 yards. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Broncos 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
They'll go play action with Nix. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Nix to throw again. He completes this to Sutton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, we'll play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And out across midfield down to the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, two's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Nix to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
To throw, here's Nix. Setting up the screen for Harvey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Nix once more. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Steelers first down.
Now Rodgers. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Off the play fake, Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Ready? Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurt. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, they got him again. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we're at the 41, second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On play action, here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Broncos first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Back to throw. Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up second and a yard at the Steelers' 23-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
Brings up third and 1.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Back to the air with Nix. Touchdown, Broncos! Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will add to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances.